Dr. Marcia of Move with Marcia, more unilateral work for you with a single leg box squat. So let's get into it. Why would you choose to do a single leg box squat? Well, you want to get one leg stronger at a time, focus on it. Maybe you find one is harder on the other, just give that side a little bit more love. Maybe you have a long-term goal of doing pistol squats and you need to build up that strength. Great way to do it. First things first is if your toes and feet are in contact with the ground, then you want to make sure you know how to activate them. So if you have toes, you want to make sure that you can lift them, spread them, plant them down, grip the ground, making that serious contact with the ground with intention, nothing without intention. Now, the height of what you choose depends on how difficult it is for you. And what you do with the leg that is not doing the squat also depends on the difficulty for you. So first option I'll show you, I'm at about 90 here in terms of height. Now, if I want to work on my left leg, I could start with kicking my right leg out and it's still in contact with the floor. I could also have the wall near me, a chair on the side, broomsticks to help me out. I could start from the chair and stand up, or you can start in standing, whatever floats your boat. But you will lean a little bit forward as if you're doing a barbell squat. And I could stand up and lower down. Now, I want it to be with control. I don't want to just fly up, then I'm almost falling, and then fly down, plop, no control, and my knee is everywhere. So if you have trouble doing it at the height you start with, increase that height. Or decrease that offset of the feet. So maybe instead of heel down, I'll be planted, but a little offset. So my left side has to do a little more work. If I'm doing it with nice controlled movement, standing up, nice and balanced, lowering down, nice and straight. Once I get that, then I consider changing my parameters. All right, let's say we have the opposite. We're ready to do something a little bit tougher. At that point, that is when you are going to try and attempt it with the other leg in the air. So this leg has to be strong, stable, sturdy, and stand up. For me, it's difficult. I'm going to hold on to the chair to help me control it and put one hand in front of me for balance. So it's okay if you choose a harder variation and you still need help. As long as you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, it's probably okay. Maybe I say to myself, you know what, I'd rather have to hold on so that I could lift my leg because I want to work on both of them at the same time. That's fine. Of course, you could play around with weights. You can hold a weight in front of you as you do it, overhead. You can hold it on one arm on the same side, one arm on the opposite side. 90-90 would be harder. Straight up a little easier. If you're using something like a kettlebell, holding at the bell is tougher. Tucking it in would be easier. And you can mess around with that. You can also do it as a movement or static. So I'll show you a static variation first. I'm going to do this one with my heel down. So maybe I just hold it opposite side as I stand up with control. Or maybe I make it dynamic and I press as I stand up. This requires a little coordination. So if you could tell, for me, that's not a great option because I kind of plop on the way down. So make sure you're doing it with control. You shouldn't hear yourself sit down. The knee shouldn't be all over the place. Those are a few tips and tricks to nail that single leg box squat. If you're feeling pretty good, of course, lift the leg, add some weight, decrease the height, go on something shorter. Maybe you're all the way down to a step stool. Maybe you only have a chair. Take the step stool if you have it and put your foot on it if it's sturdy. You've increased the height that way. Tons of ways to get this done. Tons of things you can get done with it. So feel free to comment your favorite variation. Let me know if you tried it, what worked for you, what didn't. Let's chat in the comments. And if you like this video, get that thumbs up going. Okay? Bye.